Hello, viewers, and welcome to this new and second episode of our series, The Future of a Talk with Alex Beckett. This is our new format to bring news, ideas, and trend for our beverage producer partners. To do this travel, we have a special companion, which is who is Alex Beckett from Mintel. Hi, Alex, and welcome to this second episode. Thanks for your
Hi,
time.
Felice. How you
How are
doing? Nice
you
to
all
be
today?
here.
Good, very good. For who are joining us for the first time, let me remind you that Mintel is the global provider of analysis forecast database for consumer products. And Alex is in charge of bringing news, insight, and innovation for the food and beverage categories. We asked Alex to reply to a very simple but not so easy question. What are the futures of the main beverage categories? In the first episode, we talked about flavored water, and my suggestion to the beverage producer that are listening to us is to come back to the first episode, making some note of what Alex suggested them, and start bottling flavored water as Alex suggested. In this second episode, we will talk about carbonated soft drinks, which are, Alex, I can say, carbonated soft drinks are the king in the beverage arena in terms of volume and also of differentiation of flavors. And so there is a special focus on this category. So let me ask you, first of all, let me thank you again for your time. And let me ask you to briefly present these categories, what it's inside and what represent in the shelf.
Okay, so carbonated soft drinks, we could define them as being traditional fizzy drinks. They tend to be sugar-based and they include the colas, carbonated lemonades, lemon lime sodas, and also mixers like tonic waters, and also other general fruit-flavored carbonates.
So great. So long story short, they represent the majority of bottles on our table or where we are in the bar with our friends. So for sure is one of the biggest part of the cake of the beverage industry. So thanks for this short but precise description. Alex, what is the current status of this category? So, how is it running on the shelf? What is the consumption? What do you think is the expectation of consumer when they look at a cola or a orange sparkling drink or whatever?
Okay. I think it's safe to say that with carbonated soft drinks, it's all about enjoyment. These are treats drinks. They're sweet, they make you feel good, and they focus more on refreshment and pleasurable flavors, more so than health. Um, but despite this, the fastest growing carbonated soft drink brands at the moment tend to be zero sugar, like Coke Zero, like Pepsi Max, because these drinks they offer the familiar, full, uplifting flavor of carbonated soft drinks, but with the assurance of being zero sugar. So because they're zero sugar, they still taste sweet. So what's providing that sweetness? It's often artificial sweeteners. But although consumers say they'd prefer natural sweeteners like stevia, the presence of artificial sweeteners like aspartame, for example, is not stopping people from buying Coke Zero. Um, so the presence of sugar and other artificial ingredients remains a problem for CSDs, for carbonated soft drinks, as it's this negative health image which is limiting how frequently people drink sugary CSDs. And this is why zero sugar variants like Coke Zero are selling so well, and why people are switching um, to flavored sparkling waters.
So great. So from your words, I can understand there are two main drivers. On the one hand, the indulgent experience. So people want to have a nice. They want to refresh. They want to drink, consume something they like. They enjoy, as you said, enjoyment. But on the other side, there is already a very special focus on calories, sugar content, and so on. So, from your examples, for me, it's clear that on the one hand, you need to bring some joy to the table, but on the other
Yeah.
side, you need also to respect the expectation of the consumer when it comes to calories, sugars, and so on. Right? Can we summarize this way?
Absolutely. It's giving that, it's respecting the consumer need for that choice. Give them the choice.
Okay. So quite clear and interesting. Now let's jump to the real question of this format, which is called, let's remember, the future of a talk with Alex Beckett. So we talk with Alex about the future. So Alex, what do you think is the future of carbonated soft drinks? They should pay attention to some threat, some new enemies in the on the shelf, some alternatives. What do you think should be the next step for this category and for the beverage producers?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a category that's been around a long time. The Coca-Cola was created in the 1800s, in the US, and it's not going anywhere. It's always going to be drunk. It's enjoyed. Um, I think the future of this category is bright. It's positive if the brands continue to provide the choice between traditional sugary, pleasure-based carbonated soft drinks and also the zero sugar options. People want the choice of both. I mean, removing traditional sugary CSDs is unthinkable, considering the love and the loyalty which so many people have for these drinks. They have a treat appeal, and therefore they have a sentimental value as well. The challenge is, the challenge is, how do you future-proof this indulgence? And I think what I can see happening, what is starting to happen now, is to innovate carbonated soft drinks more clearly as an alcohol alternative, as an alternative to an alcoholic drink. So full flavor, but with botanicals, herbs and spices, certain plants, interestingly flavored to appeal directly as an adult friendly substitute to a beer or alcohol mixer or cocktail. Because what we cannot ignore is that more and more people are cutting back on their alcohol consumption, especially young people. They're not drinking alcohol as frequently and they're giving it up, but they want a worthwhile, interesting, and quality flavored sparkling alternative. you know so I think this really means exciting things for herb and fruit combinations, so where there might be sugar content. Yeah, definitely there's going to be sugar content in this, to deliver that delicious flavor, but as there is no alcohol, people will overlook this sugar hit, this calorie hit, because it's an alcohol alternative. So you can kind of get away with putting a little bit of sugar in with those interesting botanical flavors. It's a premium direction, I think, that will really rely on celebrating quality ingredients and memorable flavors. And as the big flavor packed soft drink sector, CSDs, carbonated soft drinks, have the right to play in this area. They are best suited.
So very interesting, as you said, carbonated drinks are so old, but they might become new when they are perceived as alcohol based drinks alternative. So as a non-alcoholic drink. So it's very interesting. Where do you see this trend coming more intensively? So Europe, US. Where do you think there is this innovation in this category happening right now?
It definitely the US, but also Europe to an extent. I think we're seeing more carbonated soft drinks, which are premium, which might contain some fruit content, but also sugar content, and they are marketed as being a treat or as an alcohol alternative. And for mixers, the UK at the moment, we're seeing so many mixer drinks come in, and these mixers, you know, they're designed to either be added to vodka, gin, whiskey, or you drink them on their own, you know, because they've got that big flavor, and they because it's not a big necessarily very sweet flavor, they're a good alcohol alternative. So look out for the UK. Look out for Australia as well. There's some really cool craft carbonated soft drink brands coming through in Australia.
So great. So Alex, thanks. As in the first episode, I think you gave a lot of concrete tips and ideas to our beverage partners. So let me summarize what for me it's the main keynotes of this interview. So first of all, that we still need to look at the need of consumer to enjoy, to have something to experience with a good attitude. So a drink in any case should be good. And I think this is interesting because in the past years, when we had a look at the vegetables trend and other trends, in that case, our opinion is that some companies didn't look too much at the good experience. They just focus on maybe fibers content, no sugar, and so on. But I think first of all we should provide a nice experience to consumers. So first point of my agenda. The second point is to bring to the consumer their expectation in terms of sugar, calories. Probably we didn't talk about this, but an healthy lifestyle through beverage consumption. And third, which is very interesting, bringing the carbonated soft drinks as an alternative to alcoholic drinks. So I was thinking at very easy concept to apply to the carbonated drinks like mojito, for example, right?
Yeah.
And this kind of, or for example, rum when it's applied with cola. And we might do a very long list of examples. So I think these are three but very concrete suggestions. So I do propose to our partners who are listening to us today to make some notes to their marketing and R&D team and start applying these suggestions. So Alex, thanks again for your time. It was a second pleasure, and we are looking forward to talking with you in the next episode. Thanks,
Thank
viewers,
you.
and see you soon.
Thanks. Bye.